Today's study session on this Thursday is going to be reading from Ogmandino's The Greatest Salesman in the World. Now, this is a very good book, and I know you are like, Jason, you're saying that about every book. Yes, I do, because all of these books, once you get your financial literacy up to a certain level, they're all telling you the same thing. It's just giving it to you in a different story, different format, and you'll start seeing which ones resonate more with you. And I'm just sharing with you the books that resonate more with me. And these are the books that I read over and over and over again. And so I do recommend any book that you do like that I'm going over, read it over and over and over again. Don't think reading something one time is going to teach you all the lessons that you need to learn. Man, this camera is so much better over here on YouTube. I'm gonna have to get two of these phones. And so what we're going to do, we're going to read in here. We're going to be going over a little bit of scroll one. I'm not going to be reading the whole book. This is a very short read, by the way. This entire book is only, let me see. This entire book is 78 pages. This can be read in one day. And this is one of the things I want you to see too. Like, the best books in the world are not the books where they're 2, 3, 4, 500 pages. Sometimes it's just about getting the information to you. And so that is what this is about. I did not check my mic. Okay, I'm good. Man, I'm slipping today. So let's go ahead and get into it. Only principles endure, and these I know possess. And these I know I now possess, sorry. For the laws that will lead me to greatness are contained in the words of these scrolls. What they will teach me is more to prevent failure than to gain success. For what is success other than a state of mind, which 2 among 1,000 wise men will define success in the same words? Yet failure is always described but one way. Failure is man's inability to reach his goals in life, whatever they may be. Now, for the definition of success, I like to use Earl Nightingale and Bob Proctor's The Progressive Realization of a Worthy Ideal. This is something, this means it's going to take you time, it's going to be repetitive, and it's something that you value. It is something that you know if you reach it, it is going to enrich your life and therefore enrich the life of people who are around you too. In truth, the only difference between those who have failed and those who have succeeded lies in the difference of their habits. Good habits are the key to all success. Bad habits are the unlocked door to failure. Thus, the first law I will obey, which precedeth all others, is I will form good habits and become their slave. Really start asking yourself here, what habits are you really using? What habits around money are you actually using? Is it good habits or bad habits? Now, you can joke around, take this as a joke and be like, doing good habits and knowing you're not. Look, it's your life. I'm not here to preach to you. I'm not here to tell you you must change your life. Whatever you want in life is what you want. But you have to start being honest with yourself. This is the thing that we have to start realizing. To start changing our life, we have to be honest with ourselves. You can lie to everyone else in the world, but you can't be lying to yourself. And our paradigms are habits. Our identities are habits. If you can discover your identity around money, you will know what your habits are around money. If you really want to find it out real fast, the fastest way to find out your identity around money is go and look at the person who raised you. Whoever raised you for a majority of your life, especially those younger years and your adolescent years, is going to be the one that taught you your money habits. It's not saying they're good. It's not saying they're bad. It's just saying these are the habits that you picked up. This is one of the biggest misconceptions of the human mind. We think school teaches us or equips us with things. School does not teach us or equip us with anything. School just gets us to start getting ready for jobs. That's why school is right or wrong. Do this, do it this way. But is something that you're programmed with. And your habits is usually programmed from your immediate family and your society. And so you have to start understanding that, like, if you want to find out your habits around money real quick, go back and look at the person that you spent most of your younger life with and your pre-adolescent life with. That is when you formed all of your identity around money. The same goes for eating habits, work habits, hygiene habits. All of those things are the same. Nothing is different. Different people around your life actually, hey, how you doing, Precious? Different people around your life actually programmed you for different things, and it created different identities for you. This is where I say we are not single identity people. We have this single identity delusion because we have a name, but we're actually made up of multiple identities. You have a different identity for every single person you come into contact with. And so you need to start understanding your identity around the things that you want to actually succeed in life, such as money and stuff like that. So then it says, in truth, the only difference, let me just read that again, because that was a really good paragraph. In truth, the only difference between those who have failed and those who have succeeded lies in the difference of their habits. Good habits are the key to all success. Bad habits are the unlocked door to failure. Thus, the first law I will obey, which proceedeth from all others, is I will form good habits and become their slave. If you've been watching the 30-day financial literacy stuff I've been putting out on post, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, I think I have them on YouTube. They're going all over the social medias. Those are showing you to help you start creating good habits. Then as a child, I was a slave to my impulses. Now I am a slave to my habits, as are all grown men. I have surrendered my will to the years of accumulated habits, and the past deeds of my life have already marked out a path which threatens to imprison my future. My actions are ruled by appetite, passion, prejudice, greed, love, fear, environment, habit. And the worst of these tyrants is habit. Most of us never actually realize to change our circumstances and our situations, we have to start changing our habit. And let's give you just a real clear cut and dry. Let's take a nice, safe suburban neighborhood, and let's take an inner city hood, neighborhood, trailer park, whatever, where there's a lot of crime. There's different habits there. The habits in the suburban area, most people are going to work every day, Monday through Saturday. Most people have bedtimes. People are not out sitting outside all during the day. Like last time I was back in Texas when I was there before I came to Africa, I was at my mom's house, outside and stuff. And truth be told, it was a lot of grown men sitting outside doing nothing. They had very poor habits. Hey, how you doing, Pearl? How you doing, Fifi? They had horrible habits. And really think about this. A grown man that is sitting outside not doing anything, what is going to occupy his time or her time? It goes for women too. They're going to be drinking. They're probably just going to be having casual sex. They're probably going to be doing some type of drugs, gambling, things that are not productive, things that's not positive. So you have to start understanding where your habits are. This is why I don't go out at night. I'm not a club thing. Yes, and see how Pearl said the next thing is crime. And you know what's funny that you say that, Pearl? Modern psychology proves that you know exactly how many percentage of people based off their environment, how many are going to go into crime, how many will be able to get out of that type of environment. It's not even a secret anymore. Like all of this stuff is predetermined. Like this is like I tell people, poverty and crime is a business. Like the world could be very peaceful. The world could be very enriched for everyone, but it's a big business for the establishment that put things in place. And until we start realizing, even us thinking we these badasses doing crimes and I'm the tough dude on the block, you're nothing but a slave. You're still a slave. This is why I say like we're in a slave world now, and we don't even realize it. It's so sad. But like all of this stuff is psychologically proven. They know all of these things. They know exactly how to put certain things in your mind. Like anywhere you go in the world, you see a lot of graffiti in bad neighborhoods. The graffiti looks the same. It don't matter what language they're speaking. And also you see a lot of alcohol stores in those neighborhoods. And then you'll start seeing pawn stores also. All of these things only exist in areas where they want higher crime, in areas where they want people to be more unemployed, in areas where they want people to not have any financial stability. How can you be financially stable when every single week or every month you're going out selling your shit and have to rebuy it back? Now, I can say this from experience. I used to have a laptop when I was in the military. I didn't have a good money mindset in the military. I wish I did. I would have I would have been probably a multimillionaire. Much money that went through my hands in the military, if I would have just casually invested it, it would have gave me a great return of interest just doing the S&P 500. But I didn't have that understanding. And so I had very horrible habits around money. I had payday loans. I had car title loans. I was punting stuff. Like I said, like, it's not something to be proud of, but we all start from somewhere. Like, I had to start being honest with myself, saying, like, you know, you seeing people in their 40s and 50s, they going in with you, hey, what's up, young blood? And then I was just like, yo, I ain't trying to be this dude. I don't want to continue this generational curse of even the environment that I live in, not having a good relationship. It's true though. It's the truth. And so, like, even now, that's why, like, I admit, like, I stress a lot on money, trying to make sure, like, am I putting enough into assets, making sure I'm not wasting too much on liabilities or even wasting too much on fun, because I'm like, how much money have I've squandered in my lifetime. I'm at a place now where I truly want to enjoy my freedom to even higher capacity. And so that's one of the reasons why, like, right now, see where I'm at? I am in my house. I haven't even opened my front door today. I haven't opened my front door maybe in 2 days. No, I take it. That's a lie. Yesterday I had to go to the store. But like the day before that, I didn't go out. Like, I do not go out much. I spend majority of my time in my house. Unless I'm going out to look at land or meet up with a couple of friends and stuff, I have no reason to be outside of my house. There's nothing out there for me except wasting money. See, Pearl get it too. Also, make sure y'all follow Pearl. No, you're not coming up, people. Stop asking. She owns Nature Trend Travel in Botswana, and it is one of the best travel agencies out there. And she'll get you out to some really, really good remote places, especially if you want to go out to the Delta. Just check with her first. I'm gonna be honest with you, because if you have to go out to Maun, it's hot as hell. Maun is hot. Going to Maun, my Samsung S20 Ultra, the battery exploded because it was so hot there. It exploded my damn battery. So next time I go, I think I'm gonna have to go to Maun during rainy season, or just dip my toe in the heat and then get out, because it was hot. I think that place was worse than Death Valley, California. Okay, let's finish this real quick, because it's gonna be another short day. And then it says, what did I live on? I'm gonna start over on that paragraph. As a child, I was a slave to my impulses. Now I'm a slave to my habits, as are all grown men. I have surrendered my free will to the years of accumulated habits, and the past deeds of my life have already marked out a path which threatens to improve my future. My actions are ruled by appetite, passion, prejudice, greed, love, fear, environment, habit, and the worst of these tyrants is habit. Therefore, if I must be a slave to a habit, let me be a slave to good habits. My bad habits must be destroyed and new pharaohs prepared for good seed. I will form good habits and become their slave. And I want to just end it there. We're all slaves right now. Let's just be real here. We are all in some form of slavery. Slavery doesn't mean you being whipped by a white man and picking cotton. We are all in slavery of some form of debt, or we're in the slavery of we're wanting more out of life that we're not capable of reaching right now. So you might as well change your habits. Focus on your habits. What is your main goal? If you've been doing the exercises for each day that we've been doing the video, you should know what your main priority goal is right now. If you've done the 80-20 principle that I read to you yesterday and took action on that step, you should have now started seeing what is the 20% activity I need to take towards that goal. You have to figure out what's the 20% activity to take towards your goal. You can't just be out here wasting time. You can't just be out here hoping and wishing. Like, figure it out. You have to do this hard work. This is the hardest part. The hardest part is figuring out what the 20% activity you must do. Once you figure that part out, you're done. You're done. Oh, thank you for that, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. And I want to explain to you, I really did this book for today, The Greatest Salesman in the World. Every time when I tell people and recommend this book, they're like, oh, I don't want to be a salesman. I don't want to sell stuff. You're selling yourself poverty and lacking limitation every single day. We all do it. Every single day we're talking to ourselves and telling ourselves, I can't afford this. I only wish I could do this. Oh, they must be lucky. It's nothing to do with that. You have to start selling yourself. To be the greatest salesman in the world is to sell yourself that you have the right to be successful. Most of us don't believe that. Like, when, even to this day, a lot of people are like, oh, you came from America. You don't. I grew up in the hood. Well, let me rephrase it. I grew up in a mix of the hood and a mix of the suburbs. And even in the suburbs, it wasn't around good people. There was drug dealers living by me. Right down, literally 3 houses down from me was a drug dealer. Drug dealers in the apartments. I had some friends who their dads were drug dealers. So at the end of the day, like, growing up in America wasn't that great. Yes, I had opportunities as far as being able to get a job. But outside of that, I had to fix my mindset. I had to work on myself. I had to envision myself using my willpower to not become part of the statistics of the men who was around me. And to be honest, I'm trying to really think, like, from people that I used to know in Oak Cliff, Texas. Ah, man, I think maybe 2 people are alive, but I don't even speak to them. People from DeSoto that I grew up with, I speak to about 4 people from there that I went to, going from high school and up. I speak to about 4 people there, but majority of other people, they either have some kind of criminal record. Some of them got locked on drugs. Some of them was into gangs. Some of them are dead. Like, growing up in America is not any bigger of an advantage than growing up anywhere else. You still have to get yourself out of the situation. Yeah, it was I ain't gonna lie, it was nice to be able to get jobs, but being able to have jobs and not understand finances, it was such a waste of my fucking time. It was a waste. You just don't know how much money I wasted. And that's why, like, I tell people, like, I'm not interested in drinking anymore. I'm not interested in clubbing. I'm not interested. Hey, how you doing, Taffy? How you been doing, brother? Like, I'm not interested in a lot of those things. It's not because I think I'm better than other people. I can admit to myself, when I have these honest conversations, I fucked over a lot of my money. A lot of my future would have been my present moment would have been a lot better if I knew how to manage money better. But the truth be told is, I come from a lineage where most likely my great grandparents were the last end of slavery. So that means my grandmother was raised by some people who are probably really mean, really bitter, very abusive. And then my mom got the tail end of that from my grandmother. And then there comes my brothers and myself. Like, to be that close to an actual picking cotton slavery person, like, there's not much they're going to be able to pass down to you through the lineage. So, like, I'm blessed to be where I'm at right now. And you should realize you're blessed to be where you're at right now. Like, instead of being bitter and angry, maybe there was things that happened that they couldn't focus on giving you that type of knowledge because it didn't exist to them. But we now live in a world where all of this knowledge is in books. It's in the books. No one's hiding it from us anymore. And for my black people out there, there's no white man holding you back, man. Like, you have to go and get this knowledge. No one's coming to you. No one's coming to you. And like I said before, with all the other books, all of these books, if you don't have the money to afford them, or you can't find them in your neighborhood, in your local bookstores, go on YouTube, type in the name of the book, and you'll find an audible book for free. It will read the book to you. We have to stop making excuses. That's just another part of bad habits. Excuses is bad habits. You might as well just tell yourself, I don't want to do it. You will have a clearer conscience, and you'll actually progress further than being a victim. Victim mode is one of the lowest emotions. Also, like there's a very low identity. Like no one is trying to deliberately hold you back. Yes, there's systematic things. Who cares? The system. Most of us don't even deal with the system on a day-to-day basis. It's like when people be like, "Oh, what you think of Trump? What you think of this?" I'm like, dude, these presidents don't mean shit to me. They don't mean nothing. It don't matter if it's Trump, Joe Biden, Obama, Bush. None of them have came up to me like, "Yo, Jason, you've been doing great. I want to help you." Not one. They don't give a damn. They're doing their own thing. Now, sometimes those systems can put things in place that if you're not paying attention, some things can happen to you. Now, I was a victim of that, but so what? It taught me a learning lesson. It taught me some of the things to look out for. It taught me mistakes not to make again, how to properly invest correctly and secure myself. Um, so even when something bad happens, it's a learning lesson behind it. And so I'm over the 20-minute mark. I was actually trying to make this video 15 minutes. I'm probably going to keep reading this one a little bit more. And this is Ogmandino's The Greatest Salesman in the World. I need to get back to work. I'm actually working on a book that I'm about to finish right now. Plus, I'm working on a full financial, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the screen here and it's a different name than what it is, but it's a financial workshop booklet. I'm putting that together. So be looking forward to that. And I have some other things that I'm putting together also. I just don't want to talk to them yet. And the main reason I'm doing all of this stuff is like I was talking to my little sister and she was like, "Hey, teach me." And I was like, "Teach you what?" She's like, "Teach me the financial stuff." And I was like, "Girl, I gave you, I gave her a board game. I love my little sister. I love her. I gave her my cash flow board game. The cash flow board game by Robert Kiyosaki is what taught me a whole lot of this stuff, especially how to see things on the ground and see what type of business opportunities are there and also scale it, like to see like, okay, it may take this many years, that many years before it becomes profitable when it comes to certain industries. And so like I was really confused when she said that. So I was like, you know what? Instead of giving her a hard time, beating her up or belittling her, I was like, let me just create some other stuff for her that may be more helpful for her. But also, I'm going to let you get those also. So just be looking forward to those. They'll probably be out. Give me 2 weeks. Give me 2 weeks. I want to do some editing and make sure everything is looking exactly how I want it. But that is it for today. Enjoy your Thursday. I hope you do like these money mindset sessions. And I hope you're reading along too on some of these books. Like if you don't start reading and start really occupying your mind with knowledge around the things that you want to succeed in, you're never going to get them. School does not equip us with anything. School is one of the biggest scams and lies we've been sold worldwide. Because, man, every single day when I meet somebody who's driving a Yango or an Uber and you hear how much education they have, and then I'm like, why are you doing this? How many lawyers I meet, how many nurses I meet, how many engineers, electricians, plumbers. And I'm like, why are you doing this? Biochemical engineers. Like I've met so many highly intelligent people when it comes to university. And I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. And so this is another one of my motivations besides me getting my yacht is to, I'm tired of seeing people that are being funneled into these school systems and lied to, and they're not getting any results from it. All you're doing is paying some elite families, them another generational wealth, and you're going into debt for generations, and you're not getting any benefit out of it. It is time for the masses to start getting benefit out of their hard-earned work. And this is why I want to really keep this up. And this is why I'm going to start also teaching this not only to businesses, but to individuals also, because this stuff is important. And, I've been fighting with this for the years because I thought, oh, well, maybe the big people will come here. They'll come here and start teaching. Truth is, they ain't coming. And I just said, fuck it, I'll do it myself. Like, I don't need someone else who may knows a little bit more than me. I can do it myself and build this myself. And so that's what you're seeing the groundworks of me building my empire. And so hope you have a great Thursday. Man, these bugs. Summer's coming, man. The flies and the mosquitoes. Yo, whoo, man, these African flies and mosquitoes are annoying as hell. But I'll talk about that on another live. But also, if I can't do it on TikTok. I'm gonna try to see if I can do it for my YouTube and Instagram. I'm going to be going live weekend at the car show out here in Lusaka. So I will be showing some footage of that. So just make sure you follow me at Jason Chaney 777 on YouTube and on Instagram. I am starting to put content there also. And just remember this, I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how.